piece is called NY Hearts You. Hello, my name is Todd Crouch, and I am a recovering New Yorker. Yay. After 10 years of abuse, my recovery has been an upward battle, rappelling up the steel and glass mountains from cobblestone alleys. As with every recovering New Yorker, I hit rock bottom before realizing I needed help in my 7th year. It was too late to stop the endless party from turning into the endless hangover. You deal with shitty jobs, you deal with third world living conditions, you deal with rats and roaches, the effortlessness of the infinitely wealthy, the polished police state, the absent friends and indifferent acquaintances. You deal with dropping off resumes in a hurricane until that one tiny faulty detail floats down feather-like onto the overburdened mule. Unable to stay a second longer in my studio apartment in the oppressive silence, I went for a walk knowing I'd do it again tomorrow, and tomorrow would be 6 inches of snow. Pacing around the room like a Brando-less last tango in Paris would do little to relieve my insanity. This week, my face cracked in the harsh winter. Even the solitary oasis of vanity dried up in the beating bitter wind. I needed one reason to stay, to pull that 1 foot back in the door. A graffiti scrap, a horoscope, a witty New York Post headline I could interpret as a message to stay. At Astor and the Bowery, the snow did not fall like an operatic aria, but the sleeting piss of cruelty welting my skull. The gale howled up Lafayette with every wince cracking my exposed face with infectious fingers. The hunger, the isolation, the impositions, the inhuman lengths at which we traveled to realize our goal. Food was a laughable luxury, let alone of something as lofty as a beauty product. I was ready, right there at the 456 station to quit. I fantasized about being that guy who lived in his parents' Midwestern basement like some shell-shocked civilian who referred to life in the past tense, gaining weight and covered in Cheetos dust while talk shows reflected on my cow eyes, soulless gaze. Oh, sweet Midwestern oblivion, how I yearn for you. I forced my way home, the last place I wanted to be. I decided to make calls, throw everything away, and buy that plane ticket. One way. On the JMZ home, I was the weeping, gibbering man we all ignore in the packed metal tube. I watched as the snowy static consumed the Chrysler and Empire State Buildings. I sailed over the icy flotsam and saw Lady Liberty standing on the horizon, dourly holding that snuffed torch. Angry she can't protect more of the huddled masses, to personify the bodies of water and land, the architectural skeletons of unborn buildings, the tidal, organic crowds breathing each other's exhales on the subway trains, the alien symbiote of finance. Only one bronze body stood so perfectly in the East River's maw, defiant on the horizon line with a torch in hand as the chilling blast consumed her. I said to her, I need convincing there is a reason for all this, a reason to not return to that shithole town. Be obvious with me. I need you to tell me right now to stay. Not some horoscope, not some mystically interpreted newspaper hitting, not some random conversation my madness interprets as encouragement. I need you to tell me that you love me. Tell me to stay, and I will stay forever, no matter what more you throw at me. Bring on the blizzards, blackouts, terrorists, Great Depressions, heat wave, and quadruple-wide strollers. And I will wince through it, knowing this is where I belong. Say nothing more to me today, I'll say nothing more to you tomorrow. My wind-welted face burned as I walked Gunshot Alley to Controlled Substances Avenue. I opened the apartment building door and went to my sad, white-walled shoebox with the fire-trapped prison bars over the windows. There, on my lonely welcome mat, sat a small UPS box. I wasn't expecting a package. I opened up the box, and inside was an anthology called A Day in the Life. Tales from the Lower East Side. And this was it, right now, my place, my people, and I would be damned if I gave another inch to another barren field I fought so hard to wash myself of all that hideous corn. Of all days for a random care package, I knew New York could be no less clear in wanting me to stay. Oh, and there was one more thing in the box. A bottle of moisturizer. Thank you.